Alright, welcome to Craters of the Moon National Monument. We're gonna go do a tour. Just got here, camping here for the night, and we're gonna go check out this thing. Craters of the Moon is an old volcanic eruption and lava field. And so as you can see, there's a lot of lava flow. So I'm gonna go drive the loop road. Pretty flowers. But yeah, I mean, you can see the difference in just the color of the soil and everything. It's all volcanic. It's like being back in Sunset Crater in that area. What's surprising is, I mean, there's a lot of plant life and stuff like that, but there's other areas that are still just absolutely barren, and you wonder why the conditions are that different, you know, just on other sides of the same hill, basically, that makes it to where it cannot grow life. But yeah, I'm just camping here for the night on my way to Grand Tetons. I'll be Grand Tetons tomorrow. I'm going to spend several days between Grand Tetons and Yellowstone because I can't get to South Dakota before the 14th. And today is the 6th, so I got plenty of time. It's just cool. Like, the volcanic stuff is so neat. Yeah, off-road driving prohibited. Don't do it. And no drones. National monument / technically it's part of the national park system. Yeah, all of this is growing on basically the sands from an old lava flow. Yeah, I wonder why that one, I mean, maybe just because it's so much newer than some of the other ones, but yeah, it's got barely anything growing on it at all. But yeah, that's a cinder cone, so it builds gradually from putting off ash and these smaller particulates. And then the big rocks that you'll see are formations from lava flows. Spatter cones. So these would have been not quite cinder, it was spitting out, you know, little bits of lava, basically, that then hardened into rocks. So it's like spackling a wall, you know, you get little bits of rock that gradually build a cone over time. That is pretty neat. Yeah, you can just kind of see off into the distance where the lava flows go. It just goes for miles and miles. And you got another one over here. Yeah, there you go. You can just see, like, as far as I can see out there to that very far mountain, like, it's just black rock and lava. It's pretty damn cool, though. You know, you come out, you think, oh yeah, it's just gonna be a rock. No, lava does really kind of strange things sometimes. I mean, this is all an old lava flow, but it looks like a tilled field or something like that. Like, it's all churned up and funky looking. You can see where, you know, patterns formed as it cooled, and it's just every little, like, shape that you can imagine all mixed in places. Some areas it piled up, and, you know, it's almost like a glacier flowing. You get these weird shapes and formations from lava at different temperatures basically running into each other, piling up or folding over or flowing past, you know, all of it. Alright, let's go check this out. Sorry if this looks a little bit weird, but I'm having to handhold you because this is the camera that the mount broke off the bottom, so I can't attach my handle. But I'm all set up in camp. Cool little park. I'd never been here before, but I had wanted to. So just enjoyed my afternoon, kind of took a nap, checked out the visitor center, hung out. It was very hot this afternoon, so a lot of it was just trying to find shade as best as I could. and tomorrow it will be up to Grand Teton. Should be pretty cool. So I will catch you in the morning after you're done shooting a time lapse. Later.
Tomorrow.
Side, I've always come in from the east. I already saw a beaver. I don't think I was recording, but right as I was leaving Jackson Hole, I looked over and saw a beaver in the pond or stream. So glad I did not get here last week during the 4th of July. It would have been an absolute zoo. God, they are cool looking. The reason the reason they look so different than like the Rocky Mountains and some of the other stuff, is technically part of the Rocky Mountains, but this is a younger offshoot. And so they haven't had as much time to get worn down as a lot of the mountain ranges in Colorado and stuff. Airport Junction. Is that like Conjunction Junction? Ah, that's better. About a month ago now, the Yellowstone flooded really badly. It was the worst flooding they'd experienced in 500 years or something. And basically the north part of the park is still inaccessible. You can get the west entrance, the south entrance, and the east entrance are all open, and the north entrance is not open at all. And the roads don't exist anymore. Hello.
You have a park pass already?
Yep. If I can reach it.
Perfect. Have a good one.
Alright. Have a good one. Alright, welcome back to Grand Tetons. Go up here and get gas, and then work on campsites.
Day 3.
And I know I'm not wearing gear, but I want to be able to walk a little bit, and I'm staying in the park, so I'm going to try and limit my wanderings. I got lunch and some drinks in the backpack, so plan to eat lunch while I'm out riding around. And otherwise, it's just a sightseeing day. So it is the 8th, it is Friday, and so I'm spending today in Grand Tetons. I'm going to spend the next basically 3 days, 3 or 4 days in Yellowstone, moving around. Keep an eye out for bears too, because they could be out. I would still like to see a grizzly, I just don't want to see one up close. I did bring my bear spray, it's in my bag, because I'm not a complete idiot. Let's see if the bison are abouts. Are the moose abouts? I'm shocked at how low the lake is. Because, I mean, Yellowstone had super heavy rains. They should have a lot of water here. I'm wondering if they actually drained a lot of it because of the rains. I mean, it's very possible. They, you know, the weather was so bad they might have tried to get as much water out of the reservoir as they could. I will pull over up in here and walk out onto the... That's cool. So this dam was originally built in 1907 using wagon trains to bring in supplies, which is freaking crazy when you think about it. And then they had to rebuild it and extend this little bit in 1989 because there was a danger that an earthquake could collapse the dam. So yeah, they improved it, raised it a little bit, and automated a bunch of the sluice gates and stuff like that. And it is what you see now, which is pretty cool. That's a view, though. God. Welcome home.
Day 4.
Alright. Time to get out of Grand Tetons and get to Yellowstone. Headed to the Grant Village campground, where I will be staying until I believe the 12th. Had an eventful night last night. So a group of probably 15 Boy Scouts came in and camped directly behind my campsite at one of the group sites. They were not quiet, we'll say. And then it was probably 9:30. No, it was like 10:30. I got up to go pee, and as I'm getting out of my tent, I see a small human being wandering through my campsite. And 2 bicyclists who were doing the Continental Divide had just pulled up into the campsite next to mine, and she wandered over to them, and I walked over to kind of see what was going on, and it was a very lost child, and she might have been 10. I think she was closer to like 6, but yeah, she was not old and very lost and pretty damn scared at that point. she thankfully did know the number of the campsite that she was in. So thankfully the bicyclists had a map of the campground, which I did not have, but it listed where the numbers of the campsites were in, like which loops and stuff, and figured out she was like 2 loops. she was like over here somewhere. And so I grabbed a flashlight and walked her back over to her campsite, and as soon as we got over onto the loop, we found her brother and her dad. And yeah, all's well that ends well. So tomorrow morning, I think it is, it's tomorrow morning or the next day, I actually have a horse-guided tour. So, oh, hi Fox. Hi little guy. There's a fox running down the trail. It's 46 this morning. Only had to refill my sleeping pad once, I think. That's a bear. That is a bear crossing the road. It's a black bear. Hi, bear. Bye, bear. Make sure there's no other ones. It's gone. Alright. Check. Saw a bear. It was a black bear, but it was a bear. Everybody waiting to get their turn.
We'll take a picture of you, you'll take one of us.
Sure. Easy enough. How's it going?
Park pass.
I do.
You're good to go.
All right. Have a good one. Oh, it's shallow there. God, yeah, you can see the rock underneath it. Okay, here's the campground office. Let's go get a camp spot.
A few moments later.
I am in I-286. 284, 286. Alright, here's home for the next several days.
Tomorrow for sure.
go by this one, can I just hang out next to you?
Yeah.
Use you as a shield? Yeah. That one back there surprised me. I was like, oh, hey, big fella. Unfortunately, the herd's kind of moving this direction. It's just standing in the middle of the road. Well, there's a cow in the middle of the road. It's just standing there scratching its head. I kind of use you as a shield if you don't mind.
Yeah, I was just saying, I wouldn't want to be on a motorcycle in this.
It's normally not a big deal, but there's a lot of calves.
Yeah, that's exactly
So, yeah, I ain't playing that game. This one just wants to stand there, doesn't it?
No hurry.
Well, that's a bull up in front, so. I mean, they're pretty similar to cows. They're just bigger. Face off. Well, at least you're gonna get some good pictures.
We pulled off the way. I could have reached out and touched him. He walked right by.
Yeah, he was right there. I'm gonna slot in behind you. He's licking the salt off of the van. Thank you. Bye, Cap. All right. Here with Willie, my new best friend, and Jordan over there, and Shelly. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go ride horses. I can't record once I'm on the horse, so gotta take advantage of it now. Yeah, Willie's nice and chill. I think this will work out.
One pair of pants later.
Whew, I am sore. Yeah. Yennefer is not nearly as wide as Willie was. Probably a good thing. That was a lot of fun. That was just a different way to see the park. But yeah, that was good. My horse was Willie. and real chill. He really liked to be with the horse in front of him, so I kept having to kind of hold him back. But the horse in front of me was named Roger, and Roger wanted to keep stopping and eating, and Roger's rider wasn't doing so great at keeping him moving. So there was a fair amount of stop and go on that trip. Apparently they have their lunch right after that ride, so from about the middle to the end of that ride, the horses were all kind of getting snacky along the way. It's really nice out today. So it's 73 degrees. It's supposed to be around the reported high for today, which is awesome. Sore. Just the slightly different riding position on the horse versus the bike. It had me really sore. It's a bit windy. God, it's pretty though. Oh, hi. Hi, big guy. Apparently some of the islands out in the lake will get wildlife on them over the winter because the animals will walk across the snow and the ice, and sometimes they'll get stuck out there for the summer, which has to be kind of interesting and also problematic. My sleeping mat is officially kaputzi. I think I had to refill it 4 times last night. I do have a new mat on the way, thankfully. And my new adventure spec armor is there, so I'll get to try the super shirt out and see if I like it. I hope it's nice because my Alpenstars one is pretty much coming apart. Share your spot.
Please do.
The wind is actually blowing enough that we might get wet here. Here it comes. It's gonna smell something awful, but yeah. Way bigger, yeah. Yeah, and all of the different ones out here have different times that they go off at.